What is up, Internet? Nerdlocker.com here with this week's comic book reviews. And I'm starting out with Batman, number 23, next chapter of Zero Year. This issue, we get to see Bruce Wayne get his ass kicked, like really bad. You find out more about the leader of the Red Hood gang, not his identity, but more of why he's doing this and his whole motivation behind the Red Hood gang. And it turns out Bruce and, his parents were actually the reason all of this started from the time he was a kid. So this is really neat. I feel like Scott Snyder, just from taking on Batman, has just said, hey, every story I do, I want it to completely change who the character is and make it even better than what we knew. And I, for the longest time, thought nothing could top Grant Morrison's run, and that is still a great, amazing, incredible run, being that the ending just finished. But I'm loving what Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are doing. Artwork is incredible as always. Another awesome backup story. This is actually probably my favorite backup story so far, with the artwork by Raphael Albuquerque. But just seeing Bruce and his determination to continue fighting, and it was a really cool story to add on to the character that is Batman. I love this book. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Check it out.
Hey there, nerds. Cubby here with my comic reviews this week. I got to read Star Wars number 8, and I'm going to start off with that one because it's one of my favorite books right now. And I'm going to spoiler alert right now. All my books this week are like my favorites. It just happen to be like that. And there's a new one, so I'm probably going to say that a lot in this video. Anyways, Star Wars number 8. A lot of stuff has been going on. Leia's pretty much ditched everyone and just been like, I'm going to go do my own thing because I'm Leia. Which you never see, and it's awesome that she gets to do that, and they do that to her character, and you see how powerful and strong she is. She gets that from her mom, she gets that from her dad. It's really cool, and they got a good handle on that character. And Luke's doing his stuff. I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to tell you what's going on, but the story is awesome. It's action-packed. It's fast-paced. You get spy stuff. You get crazy smuggler action with Han Solo and Chewie. They're being chased by Bossk and Boba Fett. It's insane. It's really awesome. It's actually a really fun thing. And Vader's doing some stuff. I have no idea what's going on. I really wish this is like actual Star Wars canon. I really hope it is. Like actual stories. It's all intertwining because it's really fun and cool. And you guys should need to be reading this too. Check it out. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey fellow nerds, Jasper here, and I just got done reading Secret Avengers issue 7. This is an awesome book. It's very action oriented as you have the power struggle between Maria Hill and Daisy Johnson as acting director of S.H.I.E.L.D. While that's going on, you have pretty much a Black Ops war going on with the Secret Avengers and pretty much agents of AIM. While this is all going on, you have the bitter struggle between the overall supremacy of what the S.H.I.E.L.D. directors or acting directors are trying to do and a operative mission that one knows and the other one doesn't. So by the time you realize that this is pretty much going into a spearhead, things change dramatically, and things that were supposed to happen in this issue are drastically changed now that Maria Hill has taken over as S.H.I.E.L.D. directing agent. Definitely it's something that you should check out. It's just an action-packed oriented issue. I give it a 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Definitely check it out.
Next up, I have Green Lantern Corps, number 23. See John Stewart with his rookies coming out of a little pickle here, a little tight situation that they get their way out of. But I like how we're starting new with the Green Lantern Corps, but I mean, we're still carrying over all these problems from Jeff Johns' run and just how the Corps was kind of left in ruins and how they're adjusting to that. Lately, we've seen in the books sort of a problem with the rings going in and out, even the other Lanterns' rings. You find out what that is in this issue. Huge thing. I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm really excited to see it. I like how we've taken this epic that was the Green Lantern Corps and just all of this stuff that's happened for the past 8 years with this title, and we're just continuing it, and it's awesome, and it's getting even better. I love this. I'm giving this book 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Make sure you pick it up.
Hey guys, this is Haley, and this week I got to read Batgirl number 23. After the way that the last issue ended, I expected this one to be really epic, really action-packed. I figured it'd just be James Gordon just going after Batgirl, and I didn't really get that. It was a lot slower than I was hoping it would be. There's a lot of time spent about this guy that she's been going out with for the last couple issues, getting into trouble, and so she tries to help him. The most interesting thing that I would say about this issue is that she's no longer dressing up as Batgirl, so she's kind of just got this thrown together little thing to conceal her identity, which was kind of interesting that, she's had to abandon that identity now. But I didn't get enough of James Gordon. That's what I was expecting from this. It's on the cover, so I'm only gonna give this book 2.5 Nerd Skulls.
All right, guys. So I got to read Halo Initiation #1, and I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. And there wasn't too much craziness going on in this issue to really give me a full feel of it. I'm a fan of Halo. I'm not huge, but I'm a fan. I kind of know it. I've been reading up a lot of what's going on in it, and I've been getting into the stories recently, especially with the last game. So I'm kind of fresh on it, and it seems like it's a little bit in between, right after the game. I don't know where it fits into the whole universe, but it's actually really cool and awesome. It's like the restart of the Spartans. They're going through it, but it was a little talky for me. It was a little too like that, and then the ODST guys, I really don't like them. I played that game, man. You're not that powerful. Spartans are cool, but if this is where the Spartans come back, like they did in Halo 4, or even after that, if this is way after that, then that's awesome. I can't wait to read more of this. I'm really intrigued, but I was a little underwhelmed. So I'm only going to give it 3.5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey fellow nerds, Jasper here, and I just got done reading Uncanny X-Force issue 10. This is an interesting issue as you have characters Psylocke, Storm, and Puck interrogating Bishop, as Bishop yet again has hopped from the future to warn everyone about a menacing force called the Revenants. They're a psychic entity that's pretty much inhabiting the future, pedestrians or people of Bishop's future, and they're pretty much coming back to the present day to pretty much do the exact same thing. The interesting thing is Puck and the rest of the X-Force casts are really having a hard time reading Bishop and trying to get everything that Bishop is trying to explain to them, because Bishop's mind is pretty much out of whack. What makes this more action-packed is the fact that the Revenants show up at their doorstep and go out in an all-out battle, as Bishop himself tries to escape, because he's pretty much the one who knows what's going on, and without him, pretty much the team will fail. But what's more just crazy about the issue is the fact that the main characters of the book themselves get pretty much taken over. Their psyche is pretty much inhabited by the characters. So definitely, it's something that's definitely going to be interesting enough to find out what's going to go on in issue 11, and I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Definitely check it out. It's very interesting.
All right, I got to read JLA #7, the next part of the Trinity War story, and I'm actually really happy with this book, or with this story right now. I was a little nervous. I was kind of thinking maybe they were jumping the shark with the New 52 stuff, but this is a very well done issue. We find out more about what Pandora's box is, what's behind it, more of the Dr. Light mystery, where did Superman kill him? What's going on with that? We get to see another member of the Secret Society, which I love how we're getting introduced here and there with these villains, and I know with Forever Evil coming up, that's kind of what they're getting us ready for. But I think this is an awesome story. I can't wait to see how this ends. I know how it ends. Everyone's kind of talked about it with Forever Evil, but I can't wait to read it and see how they do it and lead into this next part. And I want to see what's going on with these characters. The 3 Justice Leagues are all kind of blended into 3 different groups of all different members. And I'm loving this. I'm giving this book 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Make sure you pick it up.
All right, guys. I got to read Thor #11, which is the conclusion of the God Bomb. Epic. Oh, man. Really, really awesome story that's finally wrapped up and finally done. If you've been following it, you know how exciting it's been. You know how awesome the Thor is working together, and all the little background characters that they're showing and introducing. Those people are really awesome, and it kind of ends in a way like you know it's going to end. Like it's a comic book story. It's going to be done with, and it's bad guy's going to lose, and blah, blah, blah. It ends like that, which is a little disappointing, truthfully. But it's wrapped in such an awesome package, like a great story, a great like artist, a great ending. Like it doesn't just kind of like leave it open. It has a really cool, solid ending to explain why no one knows what happened, which is cool. I appreciate it. You know, like going through stuff like that, reading comic books for as long as I have, like it's hard to get a story that does all the same things, does all the things you want to read, but it also like gives you a little bit like uniqueness. It's really hard nowadays, and I think that this is awesome what Jason Aaron did. Good job, bro. 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Even though it was a little slow at the end, it was still perfect ending to an awesome Thor saga. This is history book making right here.
I got to read The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, number 3 this week. And again, this story is not failing. It's just consistently great. What I love about it is that this world has been set up so well that there's always something new to learn in every single issue. You discover a different part of this different world that we never knew existed before. And that's what I look forward to in the future issues. And that's what just keeps you going through it. It's just an awesome read. I really love that we get to see Dr. Death-Defying as more of a character in this one, which was really fun because I love him from the album to now. And the Blue character, the girl with the blue hair, her name is Blue, we learn even more about her, and I'm really intrigued by her story, so I was really happy to see her get more attention. And there's some nice a lot of attention on stories that have to do with guns, and I thought that was just kind of interesting the way that they're kind of parallel. I thought they were anyway. So I'm going to give this book 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Definitely check this book out.
All right, I'm finishing up this week with East of West, number 5. It's been an incredible book this far, and this issue does not disappoint. We get to actually see the history between Death and his bride and their relationship and what has happened between the two. And this is honestly like a very informative issue. I love backstory, and this is what this entire issue is. And you find out like how this woman basically conquered death and what she did and why they're at, you know, why they're indifferent right now with each other. And the book ends on just this badass note. This is this crazy like futuristic Western, but with like all this, I can't even explain how great this book is. If you're not reading East to West, this is an awesome break from comics with, you know, tights and capes. Pick this up. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right, guys. So I got to read Infinity number 1, and I am a little blown away. I'm a lot intrigued, and I just can't wait to see what else is going on. I mean, it's Jonathan Hickman writing it, so of course it's questioning everything. It's going from the future or whatever. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I do. I've been reading Avengers. I kind of follow New Avengers. I understand where the story is going, what Thanos is doing, what the consequences are. But just the way they deliver it is awesome because it's making me want to read the next issue, which is obviously it's going to happen. But the fact that this was like a 30, 40 page book, I don't even know official numbers on that, but it was huge and thick and it was awesome. You read it forever and it felt like you were reading something more than just a comic book, which is always a good feeling. I love how they split it up. Jim Chung's artwork is just perfect for it. The way he camouflages the hunter, the stalker guy, whatever, perfect. Perfect. It looks really, really cool. His designs for everything is just really awesome. And the new Iron Man costume is like weird. I don't know where this came from, but it looks awesome and I can't wait to see it. And the fact that Black Bolt is like the only person that really does any cool major stuff in this is really cool because he needs to do more of that. But check this out. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls because I thought it was insane.